Hi everybody, this is Paul Harris with Global Recruiters of Blackhawk in sunny California. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. As you may know, I run an executive search firm that specializes in the wireless infrastructure space. In the next very few minutes, what I'm going to try to do my best to do, which is not going to be easy by the way, is to give you a real quick download of Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, Spain. For all of you who are not able to make it, it's not going to be easy, like I said, kind of like drinking from a fire hose, but I'm going to do my best. So Mobile World Congress, what is it, right? So 90,000 people plus from 200 different countries, 1,900 exhibitors, and this is kind of the place where if you are an international company and you want to make a big announcement, this is where you're going to do it at, right? Known as the Super Bowl of the telecom trade shows. Of course, I call my Super Bowl PCIe wireless infrastructure, as you could probably guess. So anyways, once again, too many speakers to mention. I'll mention one that wasn't there. How about that? Because it does make the news, right? Apple wasn't there, and they're never there. I don't quite get it. But on the other hand, Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook was there, and he did a keynote speech, so that was pretty cool as well. A couple things that, announcements that we in the wireless infrastructure space don't really care about, but there's plenty of stuff that we do care about a lot. So I want to kind of get into that. So the biggest one is the good news continues, which is everybody agrees, all the experts and whatnot agree that by 2020 we're going to have the data growth is going to do 1,000x growth by 2020. So this is this whole new world of hyper connectivity. It's all good for us in the wireless infrastructure space. So that's the biggest news that came out of there. But in terms of announcements, let me go into them here. So a lot of talk about pre-5G technology, and there's a organization called NGMN. It's the Next Generation Mobile Network Alliance. So what it is, it's basically 20 CTOs from top international mobile operators, and they get together, and their mission is basically to help with the proliferation of the next generation of network, whatever it's going to be. Right now, of course, the concentration is on LTE, and they provide guidance and establish requirements and etc. And so at the Mobile World Congress, the board announced that the 5G white paper with the operator requirements for 5G. So to me, that was a great news, and because this is going to be kind of forming where this whole world is going, and we need to know where that's going. So that's good news on the 5G white paper. Also, AT&T. Let me see other announcements. AT&T announced that they're going to be powering Audi's connected car program in the United States. ALU launched a solution where Wi-Fi and cellular are going to be kind of used together. The Wi-Fi boosting the cellular signal and the cellular boosting the Wi-Fi signal. There's a company right here in the San Francisco Bay Area, Kumu Networks, and they announced huge deals with SK Telecom and Telefonica, and basically they're going to be adopting, those two companies are going to be adopting Kumu's technology to double the spectral efficiency. So that was interesting news, I thought. What else happened? So Nokia and ALU talked a lot about small cell deployments, and then of course designing small cell deployments and how you integrate it into the het nets of the existing macro system. A lot of talk about NIMBY, right? Not in my backyard, and then the stealth sites, but not necessarily the stealth sites that you and I are more used to, right? A cell site that looks like a tree, or a cell site that's hidden in a church steeple or something like this. This is more about metropolitan and kind of integrating them into the metropolitan streetscape, as it's called, in things like light poles and stuff like that. So there was a lot of discussion about that. Nokia and CommScope both moving aggressively into the densification of the metropolitan networks. NFV SDN announcements. Cisco closed a deal with Deutsche Telekom and Telecom Italia. Brocade is acquiring a company named Connectum. And Ericsson and Oracle are kind of bolstering their software suites. Another one, we already know this, right? This was huge news. Google's wireless service, they announced that they were going to be an MVNO, mobile virtual network operator, and whether it's going to be T-Mobile, whether it's going to be Sprint, we don't know, but that's going to be interesting to get a ringside seat for that one. A lot of talk about Internet of Things, right? So IoT announcements from Ericsson and Cisco. A lot of talk about telehealth, net neutrality. The weirdest one, I guess I shouldn't say weirdest one, I'd say maybe the most interesting or different one was from Google. You may have heard about this Project Loon. So basically this is, it's called the Internet in the Sky. So basically they're taking these giant air balloons and flying them over places that have people but don't have connectivity, and giving them an internet from the sky basically. So anyways, can't wait to see. Only Google, right, could figure that one out. So it's going to be interesting to see that one. And you guys, and then the last one very, very quickly, and once again this kind of goes into the category of not so much of a big deal in my world or your world specifically, was the kind of handset announcements, but it is all good news because it's helping drive more data growth, etc. So the announcement of the Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge, which is basically supposed to compete with the iPhone and the iPhone 6 Plus. Samsung is launching a Apple Pay rival. A lot of talk about wearables, etc. That's kind of more on the consumer side. So you guys, that's Mobile World Congress in a nutshell. I'm sure I missed something very important, you guys, but I did my best to kind of give you the meaty points. In terms of kind of where I'm going to be next and trade shows and whatnot. So California Wireless Association meeting next month, the Telecom Forum, and let me see, Connected Car. Trade show 5G Forum, April 14 and 15 in the Bay Area. Really psyched up about that one. And then, of course, my Super Bowl, PCIA Wireless Infrastructure in Hollywood, Florida at the end of April. And my firm will be sponsoring at the golf tournament on Monday. So if you see me at PCIA walking around or whatever, don't be shy. Obviously, I'm very, very friendly. Would love to have a talk with you. Come up, say hi, introduce yourself. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks for listening. Hope you learned something. Hope you got something out of this. And I'll be looking forward to talking to you guys next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.